Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here, hope you're all doing well. Now today we are going to challenge ourselves like we've never challenged ourselves before, because this is the second round of the FIA Manufacturer Series, and as you all know we are in the Mitsubishi Evo. Now this is the Group 4 race around Monza, and for anyone who knows about the Evo, it's just got no top end whatsoever. It's astonishingly bad. As soon as you hit that fifth gear, it's game over. And we are at the theatre of speed, so we are in big trouble. We're going to have to pull off a real miracle if we want any sort of result from this race. So slipstream is going to be king here. So that's exactly what I plan to do on this first qualifying lap. But stupidly, I've braked too late, gone as the back of that guy like an absolute muppet. So I quit straight away, find his name, send him a message, apologise, said I'm really sorry. He sent me a message back later after that and said, yeah, no worries, don't worry about it. So yeah, we go out again to try and set another qualifying lap. So this is the last attempt that we've got in this session. So we're just at the slipstream, annoyingly, of the guy ahead of us. And we will need to put in a really quick lap time if we want to be near the top. Now in practice, by myself, I managed to set myself a 156.9. There was room for improvement, but not by much. And I thought to get in the 56s in an Evo was really, really impressive. But that was just practice, and we all know that in the race it's completely different because you've got the fuel added, you've got tyre wear as well. So it's going to be completely different. But we're going to need to rely on slipstream once more. Now, I am quite close to the guy ahead, but since the update of the slipstream, I just don't think that's quite close enough yet. But as we go through the first sector here, even like the slipstream, we are 1,000th of a second up. So we are purple, and we go through this sector here. Just hit the gravel ever so slightly. It's not going to cost us too much time, but we do make a few mistakes through here. So through Lesmo 1, I hit the apex, but I put the power down too early. Caused me to go wide, hit the gravel, and we lose 2 or 3 attempts there. And through Lesmo 2 as well, just brake too late. Again, tried to put the power down too early, go wide, and it does cost me time. I lost all that exit speed, which is vital for what we need on this circuit, because we've got no speed as soon as we hit 5th gear anyways. So any speed we can get, we need to take. And yeah, unfortunately, I just didn't take it. Too much of a mistake, and yeah, and that will cost us dearly. But as we just brake on the concrete on the right hand side, going through a scurry here, going through left hand side, and then the right. But unfortunately, I'm just going to take too much curb on the left hand side here, and it's just going to cause me to go wide, hit the gravel, and yeah, absolutely ruined qualifying. It was my only attempt I really had, and we qualify in 17th place. Really, really poor showing from me. Not what I wanted at all whatsoever. I knew it was going to be a real struggle, and I knew if I had to get any sort of decent result here, had to qualify near the top. But nevertheless, we're going to crack on. We're going to put our head down. We're in the race now. It's going to be 17th. I've put the brake bias to 3 at the back because we really need to look after those front tyres throughout the whole race. I believe that we don't need to do any fuel saving or any saving of the tyres as such. Just make sure that the fronts don't die too badly, because this is a no stop. So just make sure the fronts don't die off too badly, and it should be absolutely fine. But the race is underway, and we're actually stuck behind another Evo here, funnily enough. So it'd be nice to be the fastest Evo in the lobby if we can be. But we're just braking, and these people brake way too early. So I go for a dive on the inside. I'm going to smash into the Lamborghini, but I don't, thankfully. I go to the right, and somehow we overtake 2 people on the first corner. We've got BMW going backwards. We've got a Dodge Invisible as well. And somehow we started 17th, and we're now 13th. So let's watch that again. So again, I brake at the right point, I believe, and then everyone else has been very cautious. So I managed to sneak around the inside of both of those cars there, and there's cars spinning out left, right, and centre, and we managed to jump ourselves up to 13th place through that. So yeah, very, very happy indeed. So as starts go, yeah, I can't really fault that one at all, not at all. But we're looking for a move on the inside of the Spaniard here in this god-awful Citroen, whatever the hell that is. It's just absolutely disgusting. Ugh. Absolutely awful. But making sure we don't actually go into the back of this guy like we did with the guy in qualifying. Going through here, absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. It's going to feel a bit slow on the first couple of laps when you're in traffic like this. The Evo's really good in the middle sector. It's quick because that's where the corners are. As this Citroen here just barges the Porsche out of the way there, but we'll sneak up on the inside and take the position as well. Yeah, just pounce on any opportunity we get. It looks like there's someone with a penalty up ahead as well. I feel like that's 4-second penalty as well. So that is that costs you a lot of time. Even like a half second or a second down this straight, it just costs you so much time. It's unbelievable. So you really got to try and avoid penalties in this race, otherwise it will cost you much more than the time penalty itself. So second penalty is really like 3 seconds, to be honest with you. It's really not good. Citroen's a little bit twitchy coming out of these corners here. So again, I'm looking to pounce now. Just watch this. So I go to the right hand side, And you can just see immediately, as soon as I hit 5th gear, it was game over. It was absolutely game over. As soon as I exit that slipstream, yeah, it's game over. Yes, he does have a slipstream with the Evo in front of me, but even then, the drop in speed is quite dramatic. So, yeah, didn't really have a chance. And again, I'll give you another prime example. Up on the inside here, but you can already see the Citroen's pulled up alongside me and is pulling away. So we'll try and get the slipstream here of the Citroen and the Evo. So we could potentially go 3 wide into the first corner here. We're going to go past Evo. I like the livery he's got there, the beds and hedges. That's pretty cool. But the Citroen makes easy work of that. Gets past him. I also get past Evo as well. Planning my braking point to perfection there, nice and easy. Making sure not to cut the first curve too much, otherwise I will get a penalty. Just probably cut that just the right amount. I was happy with that corner. Anyways, up into P10 now. So we started in P17. We're now P10. So that's 7 positions gained in this race so far. So very, very happy. You can see now we managed to get the 5th gear, but we do have that slipstream, so we just have a slight advantage here. I was just waiting for that gap to appear, and he just gives it to me, and I will take that invitation, and I will sneak up on the inside, go through the chicane, get us up into P9. Lovely stuff. So very, very happy with that. That's now 8 positions gained, I believe. 8 positions gained in just over 2 laps, so very, very handy indeed. The McLaren goes wide. Very, very cautious of the penalty system. I thought if I touch him, when he comes back, I'm probably going to get a penalty. So I made sure I went wide enough there to avoid any sort of contact. Puts us up into P8. Lovely stuff. Great, great start to this race. Couldn't have gone any better. Anyways, further up, we're purple now, going through this sector. Just going to sneak past the Aston there. You just go slow enough. I make sure I tuck in and pop myself up to P7 now. 10 positions gained. 3 laps in, we've gained 10 positions. This is going so well. No issues whatsoever. Car's feeling great, handling well. The slipstream is pulling us away from the guys behind us as well. We're managing to catch up with the guys in front. And we're just 4 seconds off the leader as well. This is, honestly, this is going so well. I was not expecting this race to go as well as it has. I thought, as soon as I lose the slipstream with someone, I thought it was going to be game over. But thankfully, because the pack is so squashed together, I've managed to keep with everyone. Look at that. I'm now purple in the middle of the sector as well. I set the fastest lap on lap 2. It's only a 1:58, which is pretty poor, to be honest with you. But it's still the fastest lap of the race. I'm still gaining. I'm still the fastest man. So I was gaining on everyone, essentially, which is really, really good to see. And I'm still just about in the slipstream range of the Viper up ahead. Things like the Viper, the Mustang, the Lexus, GTR, all high-powered cars here were very, very strong. So if you're in one of those cars, you've got a massive advantage over everyone else already. I think the McLaren was really handy around here as well. 650S. It's had really good. I think it's because it's one of those cars that's got like 7th gear. I don't know what it is, but as soon as you've got like that extra gear ratio, I think the top end seems to handle a lot better. But I'm looking for a move on the inside here. Just not enough space there. I looked for it, couldn't quite get it done. I'm going to look for the switchback here. We're on the left-hand side, but we know what car we're in. And we know that Dodge is just going to fly past us. So he goes past on the right-hand side. Let's just tuck up behind him, I should say. And we'll get the slipstream of him here. Of Cole Van Trickle? Cole Van Trickle? That's what we're going to go for. German's name. Are we going to look for a move on the inside here? Can we try and outbrake him? I look for it. Just get my nose about halfway through there. But got to give him room. Got to give him the respect that he deserves. And yeah, he defends it well. And he keeps that position. So still P7. Looking for that P6. Probably fighting a little bit too much here, because if we do overtake him, yet again, we will not have that slipstream. We may just drop back, and we've also got to be cautious of the Spaniard behind us in the Aston Martin, because he is looking quick. He is looking quick, but thankfully we managed to keep him behind us, and yeah, still in this P7 position. And again, you can see, look at this, the Evo. It's just, I swear to you guys, like if I was just in a different car, if I was just in a car that, you know, had a half decent top end, we could be doing some real damage in this race. It really could. It was that Viper there. All sorts of fat shape. There's a bit of fighting up ahead as well, I can see. So that's pulling them back in to our clutches, which is really, really good to see, which is what we want. And again, up into 5th gear, just hoping and praying I can stay on the back of him. So it looks like the Coltrane, he's really looking close. Coltrane, that's Gears of War. So Cole goes for a move on the inside here. Oh, wow. Wow, that... Cole, what was that, mate? My God. He's just smashed him off. I think the worst part of that as well is that he doesn't really care. Like, he just carried on. He's not slowed down. He didn't put his hands on to say, sorry, mate. He's just carried on. So he doesn't care. I mean, it's a position for us, but still, bit naughty there, Cole, mate. Really not great. But we'll look for a move on the inside here. Is there enough space here? No, there isn't. But we get a big smash from the Spaniard in the Lambo. Clearly not happy with the, clearly not happy with Cole. So he's going to try and catch him up now. So I want to stay out of this. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'll stick on the back of it, and I'll take an opportunity if it comes, you know, to me. But I'm not going to force a move because clearly the the Italian in front of us is really not happy. I wouldn't be either, to be fair. I would be either. I think he's going to take his revenge. He is. He just pushes him. But unfortunately, he goes off, and so does the Honda as well. So somehow, Cole is now up to 4th place, and I've just followed him, and I'm now up to 5th place. Okay. 12 positions gained, guys. 12 positions. That's crazy. 12 positions in 5 laps in an Evo. This is honestly, this is going so well. It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how we've managed to pull this one off. It's absolutely fantastic. But we've really got a slipstream on the Evo, on the Viper in front of us. So could we potentially now go up to 4th place? We're thinking about it, but no, it's just too risky going for Ascari. It's just not worth the risk. You can see his braking was flashing all over the place. But amazingly, I want to give a big shout out to is it Erwin F1? The Frenchman. He's in an Evo and he's in P2 right now. He's in P2. He's doing an absolute sterling job, so congrats to him. He's doing brilliantly so far. Fastest Evo here. He's representing the Evo boys very, very well. But the Cole goes wide here, and he's just really slow through the apex of the corner there. And I just managed to get past him, but it's not going to last, is it, boys and girls? We know that. We know that already. So we temporarily get ourselves on the podium. But yeah, that's not going to stick. But we'll go for the slipstream. So we'll tuck up behind him here, and we'll get the slipstream. Is it going to be enough for a dive on the inside? The Evo's brakes, I have to say, were exceptional during this race. Really, really good brakes on this car. Can't fault it. Oh, the Evo's got a penalty there by the looks of it. So we're really catching up with 2nd and 3rd here. So I'm kind of relying on the Dodge in front of us, Cole, to do a job for us. But we'll skip ahead a little bit, and yeah, he's just not quite doing what I expected. And just through this corner, he's just really slow. And I swear to you, if he could just sort that corner out, he could have kept the slipstream in 3rd place here, and we could really be catching up with these guys. But it's just not got it, unfortunately. I tuck up behind him again once more. Yeah, he could see that I was looking for a move as we go into that first corner. So he's trying to get rid of my slipstream straight away. But are we going to go for something here? I think we are. We're going to be very brave, late on the brakes. We're just going to get past him. We're going to slow it down here. So I get the move done here, and I make sure I leave the guy a car's width on the inside, but he doesn't repay the favour, and Cole just hits us off the track. And yeah, unfortunately, that was so incredibly frustrating, because it's hard to really just like tell you guys how much that cost me. It just dropped me off the slipstream, and it was a nightmare. But we go for purple for the 1st sector, and we're catching up with this guy here. So Cole gets 4th place. So we're going to look for a move, and we are indeed. There we go. So we look for a move, we get the inside, we get that 4th position back, because we did actually lose it after that chicane move from Cole. So Cole's now up to 3rd place. Very questionable, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, because he's not been the cleanest, has he? And he's got away with a few things, to be honest with you, in this race. He's pushed me wide, and he took the guy in the Lambo out, and yeah, it's just, he's been very, very forceful. Now, tactically wise, I thought, my tyres are going off here, you know, I don't have the top end. I'm going to let this guy in the Peugeot go ahead of me. So I thought in the straights, you know, he's going to be quicker. This guy has to be quicker through the straights. But unfortunately, the next lap, he pits. So my tactic there was to try and just use his slipstream to kind of pull me along to catch up with the guys. Because without the slipstream, my car's basically absolutely worthless. And I use that. And we skip ahead, and you can see I just got over that curb. 4 wheels over the white line, and there you go, there's that 2nd penalty, and yeah, that cost me. And yeah, I'm now 4th. I believe the Frenchman in the Peugeot ended up pitting, and then when he came out, yeah, he's right behind us now. So we dropped down to 5th. A Honda, I believe, overtook us. I can't remember at some point, I do apologise. But again, I'm using that same tactic. I could see the Peugeot. I could see the Peugeot was catching me up, so I thought, do you know what? Let's just stick to the slipstream. And it does work. You see the 1st sector with the slipstream. 3.5 temps up. I am absolutely flying on these 18 lap old tyres. But I get a penalty once more through that chicane. I'll go over the curb, and it costs us, and unfortunately, just couldn't do it, boys and girls. P6 is where we ended up, but my God, what an effort, honestly. What an effort to go from where we were up to 6th place. I really, honestly, I felt like if it wasn't for the incident with Cole, I really feel like a podium was there, guys. I really do. It was a massive shame, and I could only fault myself for the penalties. It's completely my fault. But I was just a little bit annoyed with how Cole treated us at the end there. But never mind. But there you go, guys. Really hope you enjoyed that, because I thoroughly did. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Like the video if you did. Just like the video if you did. It's simple as that. Subscribe if you're new around here and want to see more stuff like this. And I'll see you for the next one, guys. Take care. Ta-da.